Honourable member for Regina, Wascana.
Madam Speaker, after 9 years of this Liberal NDP government, this Prime Minister is just not worth the cost or the corruption. The ArriveCAN app was originally supposed to cost $80,000, only to skyrocket to $60 million, triggering an RCMP investigation. The contractor admitted to this House that he does not feel ashamed, and the Liberals have not even asked him to repay the money. Madam Speaker, when will the Prime Minister get Canadians their money back?
Honourable Minister of Public Safety.
Madam Speaker, I had a chance earlier in today's question period to answer that question. I'm happy to do it again. Madam Speaker, our government has worked with the Auditor General's office, with parliamentary committees. There's an internal investigation being conducted by the Border Services Agency. All of these investigations will, unlike some of our friends on the other side, establish the facts of what happened. Anybody who's misused taxpayers' money will be required to repay it, and anybody who has misused taxpayers' money will face the consequences, and that's why we're pleased that the RCMP are looking into this matter.
Honourable member for Regina, Wascana.
But, Madam Speaker, this app went live 4 years ago in the early days of the pandemic and has been the subject of questioning and scrutiny ever since. While Canadians were losing their businesses and being told by this Prime Minister that we were all in this together, insiders at GC Strategies were milking taxpayers for millions of dollars. Madam Speaker, when will the Prime Minister get taxpayers their money back on ArriveCAN?
The Honourable Minister.
Madam Speaker, we have said continually, and we'll say it again, if people have misused taxpayers' money or have misappropriated public funds, of course efforts will be undertaken to recuperate that money. That's what a responsible government does. But a responsible government, Madam Speaker, allows the internal reviews and audits that are underway to determine exactly what money might be subject to the reimbursement and what's the appropriate process to have that money reimbursed. And at the same time, Madam Speaker, the RCMP are also looking into this matter.
And that brings us to the end of question period on this Friday. I have a point of order. The Honourable Deputy Government House Leader.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I understand that over the constituency week, the Speaker has indicated that he's going to be reviewing some of the things that have been said in the House to further improve decorum here. I would just like to contribute to that, the reflection that he will be doing. And I'm going to reference Standing Order 18 specifically. Standing Order 18 specifically says, no member shall speak disrespectfully of the sovereign, nor any of the royal family, nor the Governor General, or the person administering the Government of Canada, nor use offensive words against either House or against any other member thereof. No member may reflect upon any vote, and it goes on. My point is, Madam Speaker, today during question period, the member from Regina, Wascana, although he did it today, it's been done a number of times in this House, has referred to the Prime Minister as corrupt and to the government as corrupt. I would say that that terminology specifically goes against Standing Order 18. I would encourage the Chair, during this time of reflection over that week that he indicated he was going to do that, to consider my comment on this and to weigh into whether or not this is actually you know, they keep yelling debate. This is one of the few times I'm actually rising on a point of order that actually is a point of order. But I would,
point of order on information that's been to be provided to the Speaker.
If you could reflect on that, Speaker, and include that in your deliberations and reporting back to the House, whether or not the word corrupt in reference to an individual or the government is appropriate. Thank you.
It's taken up.